Hey everybody, what's going on? We are back in Alaskan Road Truckers. That's right, the week of release coming out. And I wanted to show you guys some maintenance that you can look forward to doing on your own truck in this game. Just another immersive detail that they've added, which I think is awesome. So you do have to do maintenance on your vehicle, which includes keeping, your oil and coolant and all that stuff topped off. Plus you can actually repair things that may break either intentionally or by accident. So I'm going to cover some of the basic stuff that you will have to do and you can do on the side of the road, and I'm also going to compare it to if you take it to a shop and just kind of show you how much money you can actually save by doing the repairs yourself. Not to mention you get XP for doing the maintenance jobs on your own. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go inside the shop here. Before we go inside though, I do want to show you there are technically four different shops you can take your truck to if you're in need while on the road. The first one is Fairbanks, which is pretty close to your home base, your headquarters, which that is right down south here in Cantwell. Now you can unlock the workshop at your headquarters. That takes experience points and you have to pay to unlock that, but then you can at least do the repairs at your headquarters for free, or at least at a very discounted rate. Another one is going to be way down here, down south of the map in Valdez, and your final is going to be way up north, up here at Prudhoe Bay. So those are your three places to take your truck if you're in need of repair and you can't do the fix on the side of the road, and we'll show you what repairs you can do inside these shops. So once you get into the shop, it takes you to the customization tab. You've got just all your stuff on here. Maybe we'll do another video on this, but this is all about repairs. So we're going to go to the repairs tab, and as you can see, you have everything that's on the truck listed and what percentage the health is essentially for all of these. And then you have the prices listed on the right, which is going to tell you how much it's going to cost to repair. Let's say, for instance, the headlights. I mean, that's $250 to repair in the shop. They are a lot cheaper in store. I'll put the price up here to show you what a package is. And the packages, you get 4 bulbs per pack. So that's a hell of a difference on that. The air filter is another 100. The coolant to top it off is going to be 40. And if you wanted to replace the wipers, you've got your radiator. The truck battery is 1,000. Now, some of these you get into. So, for instance, the engine, I don't think you can repair completely on the side of the road. We will test that here in a second. The headlights you can replace. The oil you can. Air filter you can. The coolant you can. The brakes you have to do in a workshop. The wipers you can do on the side of the road. The radiator you can partially repair on the side of the road. We'll test that here in a second and see if we can completely repair it before coming back into the shop. The battery is half the price. It's $500 and you can swap that on the side of the road. Now the suspension, the oil sump, and the gearbox all have to be done in a shop, but this is all stuff. Anything that you have to do in a shop, you can unlock at your headquarters at one point once you get enough experience and you unlock the buildings. So let's go back out to the truck and let's do all of the repairs we can by ourselves. If you'll notice in the bottom right-hand corner next to our speedometer, we've got a couple lights up there. I might have made that intentional so you can kind of see and we can fix stuff. Let's go ahead and get out and let me show you how to fix this stuff. So first and foremost, your headlights. We saw on there that one was at 0%. It's not always going to be as obvious as to which one is going to need repaired. But if you go into your inventory, you see I do have my headlight bulbs up here and I've got 4 of 4 remaining. All you have to do is walk up to the headlight, press E or hit your interact button. It's going to be different since you might be playing on a controller. And you saw that we got mechanical XP for replacing it. So now, since the busted one, it came right back on. So now we will move to the actual under cab. All right, and to get access to the rest of the stuff that's going to be under your hood that you're going to be able to fix and repair and maintain. So first and foremost is going to be your oil and your coolant. These are the things you're going to want to check all the time. So you have to have it in your inventory. You can see I do have my oil and I've got my coolant and this stuff in my inventory currently. So we're going to go into the oil and you'll notice there's 2 dashes here. And what you don't want to do is go beyond this last dash. So you can fill up all the way up until you get, you know, to that first or that second dash. And that's as far as you want to go. Don't overfill it. It does bad stuff to the truck. Trust me, it makes it such a pain in the butt to drive. So, and you see I got the ultimate mechanical XP on that one. I hope you caught that. And so your coolant is right here. This is where you're going to fill up your coolant. You can see it shows you how many ounces you have left. Same thing with the oil. You can fill up your coolant all the way until it won't go anymore. And we can exit out of there. So, and you have your radiator here. This is where you can repair it on the roadside. You do the little mini game and it repairs your radiator. Ours was pretty damaged, so I mean that's 125 mechanical XP just for that. I mean that's awesome. The next thing is going to be your engine, roadside repair. Okay, we must have the toolkit for this. I have it in my truck. Let me go grab it real quick. Okay, now that I have my toolkit is in my inventory now, we can click on the engine and we can repair it, and that's 300 XP that we got from that, which is awesome. Now a couple other things. If your windshield is icy, you have an ice scraper in game. It's right here, and if it's icy you can actually scrape your windshields. Unfortunately, even though it's only 2 degrees Fahrenheit, or not even 2 degrees Fahrenheit, it's almost at 0. It's honestly not cold enough in game quite yet to scrape the windshield. If your windows start streaking up and you cannot see out of them even with your wipers going, your wipers do need replacing at times. You can replace the wipers. The only thing is you must have one in stock. You've got to have it in your inventory. So pretty much anything where it requires something, you've got to have it in your inventory. Down below here you've got a fuse box. If you need to replace a fuse, again, as long as you have fuses in your inventory, you can replace any fuses that might have blown. And finally, we have the air filter here. You can clean your air filter. It tells you at what percentage it is, so we can do the repair game on this one as well and get our air filter nice and squeaky clean on the side of the road. There we go, not too hard. 30 XP for that. So we can exit out of here. We'll close our hood. I love the animation in this game. And then if we go check out our trucker stats, you can see just from that little stop, we've got over 600 points for mechanical experience. So now let's go back into the shop here and see how much money we've saved on repairing all of that stuff on our own. So you can see the engine, it doesn't quite repair at all, but it did do a really good chunk. Our lights are good. Our oil is at 122%. We really didn't need to put any in, but we went ahead and did it anyway. The radiator, it did fix most of the radiator, even though it's still a little bit damaged, and everything else is pretty much the same. So we'll go ahead and repair the stuff in the yellow. And I mean, that's $1,400, but it would have been a lot more expensive. So I'll put the total up on the screen and show you what it would have been. I didn't do the tally while I was recording. That would have made too much sense. So yeah, I'll show you what the total would have been had we not done those repairs ourselves. And that is it for the repair shops. So one thing I realized I didn't show was the actual battery, and that is on your opposite side over here. You can interact with the battery here. It obviously doesn't need repaired because it's still at like 90 something %. but that's where you would go to swap out your battery. You just need one in your inventory and you can do it easily. And the last thing I want to show you is if you happen to get a punctured tire, as long as you have the tire repair kit in your inventory, then you can just walk up to your tire, and if you've got a puncture, it'll obviously fix it right there. Again, some pretty easy XP. So pretty much all of this you're gonna have to buy at a store when you get into the game, because you really don't start with a whole lot. Usually the gas stations carry a lot of them. The best place is actually when you start your game and you're at your headquarters way down here. This Warner Auto Parts right here has everything you would need. So that would be my first stop, as after you find your headquarters when you start the game, go on up here and load yourself up with all of your tools and your necessities that you're going to need in order to repair your truck. So the last thing I want to show you is refueling your truck. You pull up to a gas station. There are plenty of them on the map. And once you get next to the pump, you'll see in the bottom, you'll see the little gas pump and a little dot. That's your truck. Once it's green, you can stop, put on the parking brake, and get out. And once you look at the pump, you see you've got the plus and minus arrows or buttons. So just push and hold on the increase amount until it stops. It'll eventually stop on its own. And there we go. So we need 60 gallons. You'll pick up your nozzle. And begin fueling. Once it gets all the way to where it needs to be, it'll stop automatically. And then you just put everything back. Simple as that. That is the last main maintenance thing that is really important to do on the truck, obviously, because without fuel you're not going anywhere. But that is everything that I wanted to show you as far as maintenance on the truck. And with the game coming out on console this week, it's gonna be a lot of fun for everybody, and I know a large learning curve, and I hope this video helped you out at least a little bit. I appreciate you watching the video as always, and until next time, bye for now.